Hello, everyone. This is your loving host, best selling author, radio and TV personality, Dr. Afshan Hashmi. And before starting today's program, I just wanted to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. Through the sale of these books and sponsorships, I finance these kind of creative activities, I mean these programs. Having said that, friends, this book was also a hot number one new release on Amazon, and these two books were Amazon bestsellers. Having said that, friends, for my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made so all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, Roku, Pico, Apple Plus, Amazon, and whoever makes movies and web series and TV serials, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And this program will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. So just imagine in such a reasonable price, your product will be promoted to 300 million listeners in a very, very reasonable price. And you can contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, today I will be talking in Crime Stories by Dr. Afshan Hashmi, The Assassination of Indira Gandhi. Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated at 9:29 a.m. on 31st October 1984 at her residence in Safdarjung Road, New Delhi. She was killed by her Sikh bodyguard Satwant Singh and Bean Singh in the aftermath of Operation Blue Star. Operation Blue Star was an Indian military action carried out between 1 and 8 June 1984, ordered by Indira Gandhi to remove Jarnail Singh Bhindewala and his followers from the Holy Golden Temple of the Harmandir Sahib in Amritsar, Punjab. The collateral damage included the death of many pilgrims as well as damage to the Akal Takht. The military action on the sacred temple was criticized both inside and outside India. Post Operation Blue Star. Operation Blue Star was a large Indian military operation carried out between 1 and 8 June 1984, ordered by Indira Gandhi to remove leader Jarnail Singh Brindewala and his followers from the buildings of the Harmandir Sahib complex in Amritsar, Punjab. In June 1984, the Indian government ordered a military operation, Operation Blue Star, to clear Darbar Sahib Amritsar and 30 other gurudwaras of militant Sikhs led by Jarnail Singh Brindewala, who were with many other pilgrims in gurudwaras. During this operation, the Indian Army had around 83 casualties with 700 injuries and 450 to 506 militants were killed. The handling of the operation, damage to the holy shrine, and loss of life on both sides led to widespread criticism of the Indian government. The perception of threat to Gandhi's life increased after the operation. Accordingly, six were removed from her personal bodyguard by the intelligence bureau due to the fear of assassination. However, Gandhi was of the opinion that this would reinforce her anti Sikh image among the public and strengthen her political opponents. She ordered the Special Protection Group to reinstate her Sikh bodyguards, including Bean Singh, who was reported to be her personal favorite. Assassination at about 9:20 a.m. Indian Standard Time on 31st October 1984. Gandhi was on her way to be interviewed by British actor Peter Ustinov, who was filming a documentary for Irish television. She was wearing a saffron sari with a black border and accompanied by Constable Narayan Singh, Personal Security Officer Rameshwar Dayal, and Personal Secretary R.K. Dhawan. She was walking through the garden of the Prime Minister's residence at number 1 Safdarjung Road in New Delhi towards the neighboring One Akbar Road office. Gandhi passed a wicket gate guarded by Satwant and Bean Singh, and the two men opened fire. Bean fired 3 rounds into her abdomen from his point 38 9.7 millimeter revolver. Then Satwant fired 30 rounds from his stand after she had fallen to the ground. Both men then threw down their weapons, and Bean said, I have done what I had to do. You do what you want to do. In the next 6 minutes, border police officers Tarsem Singh Jamwal and Ram Saran captured and killed Bean while Satwant was arrested by Gandhi's other bodyguards along with an accomplice trying to escape. He was seriously wounded. Satwant Singh was hanged in 1989 with accomplice Kehar Singh. Salma Sultan gave the first news of the assassination of Gandhi on Doordarshan's evening news on 31st October 1984, more than 10 hours after she was killed. It is alleged by the Indian government that Gandhi's secretary R.K. Dhawan overruled intelligence and security officials who had ordered the removal of policemen as a security threat, including her assassins. Beant was one of Gandhi's favorite guards whom she had known for 10 years. Because he was a Sikh, he had been taken off her staff after Operation Blue Star. However, Gandhi had made sure that he was reinstated. Satwant was 22 years old when he killed her and had been assigned to Gandhi's guard just 5 months before her assassination. Gandhi was taken to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi at 9:30 a.m., where doctors operated on her. She was declared dead at 2:20 p.m. The post-mortem examination was conducted by a team of doctors headed by Tirat Das Dogra, who stated that 30 bullets had struck Gandhi from a Sterling submachine gun and a revolver. The assailants had fired 33 bullets at her, of which 30 had hit, 23 had passed through her body, while 7 remained inside. Dogra extracted bullets to establish the identity of the weapons and to correlate each weapon with the bullets recovered by ballistic examination. The bullets were matched with respective weapons at CFSL Delhi funeral. Gandhi's body was taken in a gun carriage through Delhi roads on the morning of 1 November to Teen Murthy Bhavan, where her father stayed and where she lay in state. She was cremated with full state honors on 3rd November near Rajghat, a memorial to Mahatma Gandhi at an area named Shakti Sthal. Her elder son and successor Rajiv Gandhi lit the pyre. Over the next 4 days, 8,006 were killed in retaliatory violence. The Justice Thakkar Commission of Inquiry, headed by Justice Manhar Lal Pran Lal Thakkar, set up to probe Gandhi's assassination, recommended a separate probe for the conspiracy angle behind the assassination. The Thakkar report stated that the needle of the suspicion pointed at R.K. Dhawan for complicity in the conspiracy. Satwant Singh and alleged conspirator Kehar Singh were sentenced to death. Both were executed on 6 January 1989. A Punjabi movie titled Qaum the Hire Gems of the Community, highlighting the role/lives of the two guards that assassinated Indira Gandhi, was set to be released on 22nd August 2014 but was banned by the Indian government for 5 years. So, this was the story of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's assassination. And uh, I would love to hear comments from people. And the disclaimer I want to add here that this is my independent research, and this uh, crime stories is only for information purposes and it is not there to hurt anybody's feeling. Having said that, friends, I just wanted to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. And this program will be syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. So please give me sponsorship and just imagine your product will be promoted to 300 million listeners in a very grand way and in a very reasonable price. Having said that, friends, my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made so all those Hollywood, Bollywood, Netflix, Apple Plus, Amazon, and whoever makes movies, please contact, or web series or TV serials, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. Having said that, friends, cheers, and now I will end this episode and see you in next episode of Crime Stories. Cheers and bye bye.